Welcome back everyone to another predictions video. This time we're predicting the World Cup in 2022, and to do that we're using the real groups, the real fixtures, the real stadium and more. As you can see on the screen here, Mozza Plays on Twitter. Wonderful person in the Football Manager community. I imagine a lot of people know him anyway, but if you don't, I seriously suggest going and checking him out over on Twitch. I'll put his link tree in the description below, along with the link to this database as well. He's basically putting all this work to do the real groups, all the real fixtures, everything like that. So we're going to go through it. We're going to simulate it 10 times, as we like to do here, and hopefully down the line we're going to do like a longer term one as well, maybe 100 times, 1,000 times, depends if I can get help as well to simulate these seasons and this tournament. So yeah, you know, he's put everything in. He does have a note in here that the stadium does change for different games, because that's how Football Manager works. And there's also, you know, the instructions on how to load up, manually loading all internationals from each continent, like the screenshots show below. Like I say, I will put all his link trees in there so you can go see this himself on Twitter, should you choose. But if we just hop on over to the game here, and if we go to start new game, Korea, I've already subscribed to it on the Steam Workshop, Qatar World Cup 2022. If we just go to the workshop here, it's currently the most popular one on there, Mozza Plays FIFA World Cup. So if you just type in Qatar World Cup 2022, and that will come up. If not, you know, like I say, follow that link down below in the description to load it up. So that's the only one I've got left on there. I do have obviously the real updates in there as well. But all you need to do is hop on over to Advanced Setup, and all I'm going to do is I'm literally going to remove all of them. I am going to add in Bahamas. You can see here in North America, add in Bahamas. So that's the only one in there. The earliest start date available is what you want. So then you'll have the squads being picked basically straight after. And then you just go in and do each individual one. And then current international players, players with continental reputation. Go through, do that for every continent. 24,270 players it's showing for me on that one, and obviously that's on a large database as well. Okay, and we're going to go start game. So I'm going to get this set up, and we're going to come back once it is set up to just take a look at things first of all. There we go. So we are loaded up. I can see we're selecting our profile, so we're just going to go pop me in. I'm just going to go straight off and start unemployed, because, you know, we're simulating it. We don't want to affect anything on there. We'll just save that as unemployed. Boom. And then if we go to, you can see we're on the 31st of October 2022, the World and the World Cup. And there you have it. You can see the up-to-date, the real league tables. And I believe the real league fixtures as well. So I know for a fact England versus United States is on the 25th of November. It's on Black Friday. It's the day after Thanksgiving. I've got a lot of American friends that are very, very looking forward to that game. So that's going to be very interesting. But yeah, you can see that they are all in the correct places. The fixtures should all be correct as well. The other things, like I say, I'm not going to be doing is picking teams on this one. But if we just go to Iran, for example, the senior squad, you can see they've got all real players in there. Let's go to Qatar. Again, you can see full of real players, no grayed out players in there. That's because we went through and did as he suggested by doing the adding players as playable, the international and continental reputation ones. So what I'm going to do is I'm basically just going to go, like I say, skip straight ahead, and I'm going to come back and see who wins in this very first simulation. I'm going to be doing it 10 times in this one, and we'll take a look at all of them and do an overall sort of table at the end as well. So I'm going to skip ahead, and I'll be back with you very, very shortly. So the World Cup was over in our first simulation. If we just take a look at the group stages here, you see in Group A, the Netherlands going through top of the group, as you would sort of expect from that. But quite surprisingly, Ecuador knocking out Senegal, beating them into second place. Qatar finishing bottom. The Netherlands winning all through their games. Senegal and Qatar drawing, and Ecuador beating Senegal and Qatar to go through. So a pretty good performance from Ecuador there. Group B, this one perhaps a bit of a shock here. Not really as a shock, England winning all three games there, you can see. 1-0 over Wales, 2-0 over the US, and 3-0 over Iran. Wales going through in second place, having beaten Iran 2-0, losing to England and Wales. Iran going through after beating US, and the US going through after beating Wales. So, you know, all three on 3 points. Goal difference ended up being the decider there. United States coming bottom of that group is a real surprise to me. But England and Wales, the two home nations, going through from Group B. From Group C, Argentina and Poland go through with Mexico and Saudi Arabia in third and fourth. Argentina, 2 wins and a draw. Drawing 0-0 against Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia's only point coming against Argentina. Poland beating Saudi Arabia, drawing with Mexico. Enough to put them through on, I believe, goal difference as well as they decided there, given they drew with Mexico, who of course beat Saudi Arabia as well. So Saudi Arabia 0-0 with Argentina and a 2-4-3 defeat. I mean, they may be expected to be the whipping boys of that group, but they've certainly brought the entertainment in this simulation at least. Group D, though. Wowzers. Tunisia topping the group with 2 wins and a defeat. They beat Australia and Denmark, lost to France, but France, the 2 draws against Denmark and Australia, only going through in second place. And Denmark perhaps a shock going out as well, given the talent the Danes have got. 1 win over Australia, and obviously the draw and the defeat there. Australia coming bottom with just that solitary point. Group E has another shock in it. Japan winning the group, 1 win, 2 draws ahead of Spain. 1 win, 2 draws. Obviously drew with each other. Japan drew with Germany. Spain drew with Costa Rica. Both of them beat Costa Rica. Goal difference being the deciding factor, but Germany out in third place, which is 4 points, beating Costa Rica, drawing with Japan, but losing to Spain, sees them go out in Costa Rica, bottom of the group. So Japan pulling off a huge shock really in that group. In Group F, Belgium on 6 points, top of the group ahead of Croatia. Beat Croatia 5-4. What a game that is. They beat Canada 4-0 as well, and that 5-4 was actually the decider. So Croatia was already on 6 points. Belgium on 3. Witsel put them ahead. Perisic equalised. Lukaku put them back ahead again. Kramaric equalised. Falk and Hazard put them ahead just before half time. Van Dijk equalised in the 52nd minute. Eden Hazard in the 62nd minute. Vlasic in the 82nd minute. And Carrasco over 94th minute winner to put them top of the group. Morocco in third. Canada finishing bottom. Morocco actually losing to Canada, so it must be goal difference instead of head-to-head, deciding that because Canada finished bottom. And Group G, Brazil go out. 5 times champions Brazil, eliminated at the group stage. World Cup favourites in real life. Switzerland beating Serbia and Cameroon, losing to Brazil. Serbia beating Brazil, drawing with Cameroon. So Brazil that win over Switzerland, drawing with Cameroon, and losing to Switzerland sees them go out. And that will have been head-to-head because they level on goal difference, goals for. So that would have been head-to-head, and that victory by Serbia enough to put them through over Brazil, with Cameroon finishing bottom. And in Group H, Portugal topping the group, 3 wins from 3. 2-1, 2-0 and 1-0, with South Korea in second place, Ghana in third, and Uruguay finishing bottom. Again, perhaps surprisingly there. South Korea beating Ghana, Ghana beating Uruguay, and Uruguay beating South Korea. So it goes with goal difference, and in fact goals scored to separate South Korea and Ghana, but South Korea go through to the first knockout round, where you can see we have plenty of extra time here. Netherlands beating Wales 2-0 in the first game. So knocking out the Welsh side. France 3, Argentina 2, and what was a cracking game there as well. Tunisia beating Poland on penalties, so perhaps a surprise there. Tunisia going through as well. England beating Ecuador 3-0. Japan overcoming Croatia 3-2 in extra time. South Korea beating Switzerland 2-0. Portugal beating Serbia but needing extra time 3-2. And Belgium also going to extra time to beat Spain 2-1. The quarterfinals, Japan beat South Korea 1-0. We'll just take a little bit more of an in-depth look at this. Look how different. South Korea absolutely dominated this game. But for a Hassi in the 16th minute, scoring the only goal of the game to put Japan through to a semi-final. Netherlands beating France on penalties. It was Mbappe that put France ahead in the 39th minute. Berghuis with an 80th minute penalty equalising. And then into the shootout itself. Look at this. Oh my word. Will this show all of the penalty shootout if I go to watch goals? I've never actually used this watch goals function when it's gone to a penalty shootout. But there's just so many penalties taken. So if we can, then yeah, we'll see what happened. So this was obviously the opening goal. Pogba into Benzema, Mbappe from the edge of the area, curls one into the top corner. Lovely finish from him there. There was a VAR check for offside, where he did count, and then obviously a penalty. Smashed into the top corner. And then the penalty shootout, Mbappe scoring to make it 1-0. Berghuis, who scored in 90 minutes, scores again to make it 1-1. Benzema puts it in the bottom corner for 2-1 to France. Memphis Depay scores to make it 2-2. Teo Hernandez saved by Bilio in goal. Apologies for the jump cuts where we was having some massive encoding errors. Frankie de Jong makes it 3-2. Nabil Fekir makes it 3-3. Denzel Dumfries steps up and is saved by Lloris. 3 apiece after 4 penalties each. N'Golo Conte scores. Donny van der Beek steps up, sends the keeper wrong way, also scores. That's 4-4 now after 5 penalties each. Rabiot 5-4 after 6. De Vrij obviously scores as well. Pascal Kempembe just rolls it in. It's 6-5 to France. Danjuma makes it 6-6. Kingsley Coman 7-6. Gini Wijnaldum 7-7. Some good penalties being taken, to be fair. Jules Koundé puts it away for 8-7. Virgil van Dijk makes it 8-8. Kurt Zouma scores just 9-8. Malacia makes it 9-9. Then Hugo Lloris steps up, scores to make it 10-9. Bilio then also scores his 10-10. We go back around again. Mbappe now once again. Top corner, 11-10. Berghuis scores once again, 11-11 after 12 penalties each. Benzema scores, it's 12-11. Memphis Depay also scores, it's 12-12. Teo Hernandez scores, 13-12. Frankie de Jong hits the post and scores for 13-13. Nabil Fekir hits the post, goes wide to the 15th round of penalties. Conte scores. We missed, obviously, it skipped one of them. So this is now the 17th round of penalties, I believe. Rabiot also scores. I don't know why it skipped one. It's confused me now. De Vrij scores. Pascal Kimpembe saved. Good save there from the keeper as well. And it doesn't show Danjuma taking the winning one. So that is 2, 4, 6, 8. But that would have been 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 penalties taken each. Absolutely crazy. Belgium thumping Portugal 5-1. De Gea, Hazard, Pepe, De Bruyne, Hazard, and De Bruyne once again there. And England beating Tunisia 1-0. Harry Kane scoring the only goal after missing a penalty earlier on to get into the semi-finals. The Netherlands beating Japan 2-0 here. De Vrij and Kluivert scoring. We'll take a look at all of the goals from the semi-final stage and see how things went. So Memphis Depay with the corner towards the back post, and De Vrij gets up to head home for 1-0. And then Gakpo, De Jong, Depay over the top for Kluivert. Lovely ball off his chest and outside of the boot past the goalkeeper for 2-0 and sees the Netherlands into another World Cup final. And who did he play in the World Cup final? Well, you may have already seen it. It was England. He beat Belgium 2-1. Grealish with both goals. Lukaku scoring for Belgium. And let's just take a look at how this played out. Walker, Stones, plays the ball through for Grealish. Lovely take. Good finish past the keeper for 1-0 on the 37th minute. And like we say, Lukaku did pull one back for Tongan to De Bruyne. Tielemans, Hazard in for Lukaku. And place it past it's Aaron Ramsdale that starts for England. And then the winning goal to put England into a World Cup final for the first time since 1966. Great ball forward there from Rice to find Grealish. Lovely take and a lovely finish. And England are into a World Cup final. But first of all, we had the third place playoff. Belgium beating France in extra time. Lukaku penalty in the 112th minute. Enough to give Belgium the third place in the World Cup. Japan finishing fourth. Cracking attempt by them. Lukaku, he steps up, keeper goes the right way, but it's a good penalty there. And in the World Cup final, England are world champions. And Depay actually put the Netherlands ahead in the 3rd minute. If we just take a look at this goal. So Blind on that left-hand side into Gakpo. Pulls it back for Depay. Wonderful finish. Not much any goalkeeper could do about that at all. Phil Foden on the 57th minute equalised. Stones brings it out of defence into Walker. Sterling on the underlap, drilled across, and Foden taps home for 1-1. And then, just 5 minutes later, Harry Kane went and got himself sent off in the World Cup final. And so we had the injury there. Someone went off for England. Delict to Timber. And Kane just goes flying in 2-footed. Absolutely no need for that at all. And gets himself sent off like an absolute moron. England's captain in a World Cup final doing that. But it didn't hinder England. In the 72nd minute, Maguire to Henderson. Lovely through ball from Henderson to find Rashford. Rashford wins the World Cup for England. So that is our first simulation done. England winning the World Cup. The awards winner special player went to Gvardiol from Croatia. The best goalkeeper went to Aaron Ramsdale, 5 clean sheets from 7 appearances. The Golden Ball, Memphis Depay winning the Golden Ball, Lukaku in 2nd and Foden 3rd. The Golden Shoe went to Lukaku with 6 goals in 7 games. Haruan Kamara was actually in 2nd place, 5 goals from 3 appearances, and Memphis Depay in 3rd place there. The Dream Team, a lot of England players in there. Ramsdale, Walker, Van Dijk, Stones, Chilwell, Sterling, Depay, Grealish, Foden, Lukaku and Harry Kane. Going into that one. And then the goal of the tournament was Lee Jae-sung for South Korea versus Portugal. We'll just take a look at this one. See which won the best goal of the tournament. And it's for this effort here. And yeah, it's a nice little strike, that nice little bit of a grass cutter, really, from Lee to score, and there you go, takes home the best goal of the tournament. So I'm going to go and simulate this another 9 times, and we'll come back and see how things have gone at the end of each of them. So on this second one, and for these subsequent ones as well, we're not going to go into quite as much depth as we did before, but you see Netherlands and Senegal going through from Group A, England and Iran this time from Group B, Mexico and Poland going through to Argentina go out, France and Denmark from Group D, Group E has Spain and Germany going through, Morocco and Croatia, Belgium finishing bottom of Group F. It's quite a huge one as well. Brazil making it through this time with Switzerland as well, and Uruguay and South Korea going through from Group H. Portugal this time bottom of the group, 2 draws and a defeat. In the first knockout round, the Netherlands beat Iran 2-0, Mexico beating Denmark on penalties after a 1-1 draw, France beating Poland 4-1, England beating Senegal 1-0, Croatia beating Spain 1-0, South Korea beating Switzerland 2-1, Brazil 3-2 over Uruguay, and Germany beating Morocco 2-0. So the quarterfinals, and every team that was drawn home in the quarterfinals go through. Croatia over South Korea 2-0, Netherlands 3, Mexico 1, Brazil 1, Germany 0, and France 2, England 1 after extra time. So last time around, the champions England are out this time in the quarterfinals. The semi-final seeds, Croatia beat the Netherlands 1-0 and France beat Brazil 1-0. And the Netherlands beating Brazil into that third place. And in the final, France winning 2-0 over Croatia. Griezmann and Sissoko with the goals in the final. So France have won the World Cup. You can see Malin finished top goal scorer over Mbappe, both getting 9. But Daniel Malin actually playing less games, so he wins the Golden Boot. Hugo Lloris wins the best goalkeeper with 4 clean sheets. The golden ball went to Kylian Mbappe. We've seen the golden shoe was Daniel Malin. The best young player was Gvardiol once again. The dream team this time, a lot of them French, as you'd sort of expect. Lloris, Pavard, Pongric, Varane, Hernandez, Griezmann, Sissoko, Pogba, Mbappe, Malin, and Kramaric. And then the goal of the tournament, Adel Taarabt this time, as he scores a screamer from 25 yards out. So we'll take a look at this goal and see what it was. It was a long goal kick from the keeper. Flicked on. Vertonghen stepped in, perhaps a foul. And what a goal that is from Taarabt. You can understand why that has won the goal of the tournament. That is absolutely sublime. So that is our second simulation done. We are going to go run it once more. But before we do, I feel like this is a good time to let you know about the Switch save that we have going off. Myself and Elmo, who you may have seen from our Battle of the Bosses series on here, are going head-to-head over on twitch.tv/lowercase tuner45, or you can go into the description. My link tree is there. You can go find my Twitch, my Twitter, all of that good stuff in there. He is Manchester United. I am Liverpool. We're going head-to-head in the Premier League, but there's a twist. What that twist is, well, you're going to have to come over and find out. Enough about that anyway. Let's go and find out what's in store for us in this third season. So our third simulation looks like this. Senegal and Netherlands going through for Group A, England and the United States this time from Group B, Mexico and Poland going through to Argentina once again going out there. This time Denmark bottom of the group, France and Tunisia going through from Group D, Spain and Costa Rica going through to Germany once again missing out in that group, Belgium and Croatia from Group F, Switzerland and Brazil from Group G, and Portugal and Uruguay from Group H. So Germany probably the biggest surprise out of everyone there. The first knockout round, United States beat Senegal 4-2 to qualify for the quarterfinals. Tunisia beat Mexico 2-0. France beat Poland on penalties. Netherlands knocking out England, so England gradually getting earlier and earlier in their exits. Croatia beating Spain after extra time 3-2. Uruguay knocking out Switzerland. Portugal beating Brazil on penalties, and Belgium beat Costa Rica. The quarterfinals, Croatia then knocked out Uruguay 3-2. Tunisia beat United States 2-1, perhaps a bit of a shock that one as well. Belgium beat Portugal and the Netherlands beat France 3-1. Then the semi-finals, Croatia qualified for the final, beat Tunisia 2-1, and the Netherlands beat Belgium 4-1 to get into the final. Belgium beat Tunisia 4-1 for that third place playoff. And then the final, Croatia 1, Netherlands 0. So Croatia actually win the World Cup. Another red card in the final this time. Gvardiol being sent off in the 49th minute. But Rebic in the 63rd minute scores the winners to give Croatia a World Cup to add to their collection. Courtois winning the best goalkeeper with 3 clean sheets. The golden ball this time going to Lukaku is 7 goals in 7 games. Perisic and Depay second and third. The golden shoe also then went to Lukaku with 7 goals from 7 games. Perisic was in second with 6 goals, and then Memphis Depay with 5. The best young player this time was Giovanni Reina. 3 goals and 1 assist, 7.22 average rating from 5 appearances. The dream team was Courtois, Velasquez, Van Dijk, De Ligt, Gvardiol, City, Depay, Modric, Perisic, Lukaku, and Rebic. And if you haven't guessed already, my pronunciation is always atrocious on a lot of these. So, yeah. And this time, Philippe Uginovic from Switzerland wins the goal of the tournament with this attempt here against Cameroon. And Zuber lays it off for him. Boom. Top corner. What a goal that is. And again, you could probably say well-deserved winner. So just one thing with this World Cup as it is, definitely on YouTube, it probably streamed over on Twitch and then moved over to YouTube, but I will go through and manage every single nation in this World Cup and see how far we can get with all of them. So obviously that'll be 32 videos. Like I said, hopefully I'll stream each individual one as well, but the best place for that is my Twitch. Let's go and sim for the 4th one. Now, just for the sake of the video length, this will be the last one that I bring you in sort of depth. I'll just skip to the final totals of all 10 after this one. But let's just take a look how things played out, because this one is definitely different. Netherlands and Senegal going through, England and Wales, Argentina, Mexico, France, Denmark, Germany, Spain, Morocco and Belgium, Brazil, Switzerland and Uruguay, Portugal. So Croatia perhaps the only one that you would expect to maybe go through that went out from the group stage this time round. The first knockout round, Netherlands beat Wales, Argentina thrashed Denmark, France beat Mexico, England beat Senegal, Germany beat Belgium on penalty, Portugal beat Brazil, Switzerland beat Uruguay, and Morocco beat Spain 2-1. Quarterfinals, Germany then knocked out Portugal, Netherlands 5-4 after extra time over Argentina, Morocco beat Switzerland on penalties, and France knocked out England. The semi-finals, Germany 1, Netherlands 0, Morocco 3, France 2 after extra time. Yes. France came in 3rd place after 1-0 win in extra time, and Morocco unfortunately lost 3-0 in the final, but Morocco reaching the final, that is insane. The best goalkeeper goes to Manuel Neuer with 5 clean sheets, golden ball to Mbappe. The golden shoe went to Messi. There was actually 3 players on 7 goals, but he played the least amount, so he wins the golden shoe. Youssef El Nesiri and Kylian Mbappe also on 7. Best young player was Ryan Gravenberch this time. Dream team, Neuer, Kimmich, Rudiger, Saul, Max, Messi, Muller, Gundogan, Mbappe, Onesi and Gnabry. And then the goal of the tournament went to Amin Harit from Morocco over Switzerland. Let's just take a look at this one now, see how things go. And yes, I don't think we really expect Morocco to reach the final or get the goal of the tournament, but here we are. Long ball from the keeper, Harit takes it down, and what a finish that is. Incredible goal, and what a tournament for Morocco. So yeah, like I said, I'm going to go process ahead now. I'm going to do the 6 remaining simulations. I'll come back with the overall tally of everything at the end of it, so I'll be back with you in just 1 second. So we've been ahead, we've synced 10 times, and this is how things ended up playing out. So in the 5th sim, Netherlands won the World Cup, beating England in the final. Spain beat Switzerland for third place. Sixth time around, Croatia beating Argentina with England and Belgium. France, Senegal, Croatia and Uruguay. Mexico winning one eighth time around, beating Argentina with Spain and Cameroon. Cameroon also coming fourth place the sim after losing to Portugal, with Wales losing to England in the final. And then the final one was France beating Senegal, with Croatia third and Ghana in fourth. So what I've done here is just put a little table together of the amount of teams that reached the semi-final. Basically, we had 20 different teams reach the semi-final out of 32, which is pretty impressive from 10 simulations. France ended up winning it 3 times with 1 third place, so for me they are the overall winner. Croatia winning it twice, 1 runner-up, twice in the third place as well. England 2 times winners, once runner-up, once in third. Netherlands finally winning it once, but twice runners-up, and a couple of times reaching the semi-final as well. But you can just see there a little quick tally of where everyone who reached the semi-final finished, ranked in order of winner, runner-up, third, then fourth. So you can see Cameroon ahead of Japan, Brazil, Tunisia, Switzerland, Uruguay, because they came fourth twice, whereas everyone else came fourth once. So yeah, I thought that was a little interesting sort of experiment there to see how that played out. And then I just kept a little tally as well. If I just quickly separate these. So a tally of the Golden Boot, Lukaku winning it 3 times, so he's the overall Golden Boot winner for me. You can see Lukaku, Malen, Lukaku, Messi, Kramaric, Lukaku, Lewandowski, Martinez, Mbappe and Paulsen, with an average of 7.1 goals for that. Now the Golden Glove, I call it the Golden Glove, it's not actually Golden Glove, it's just the best goalkeeper. So it's not the most clean sheets. As you can see, Edouard Mendy won it this last time with 1 clean sheet. Conceded 7 in 7, 1 clean sheet. Dominic Livakovic, who won it the 6th simulation, kept 5, but Mendy was the best goalkeeper apparently. So, yeah, but Ramsdale and Mendy come in, we were winning that twice. So I've given it Ramsdale just because he's had more clean sheets overall. With an average of 3.9 as well from the goalkeepers. The Golden Ball, Depay, Mbappe, Lukaku, Mbappe, Depay, Lukaku, Mbappe, Martinez, Foden, and Mbappe. So Mbappe overall for the Golden Ball, and the best young player was Josko Gvardiol, who won it 4 times in total, with Reina winning it twice, Gravenberch, Kangin Lee, Ansu Fati, and Jude Bellingham also winning it as well. So I do have a friend that I've asked to help me simulate this up to 100 times, and that is obviously Elmo. So hopefully at some point in the near future I can bring you the 100 times data on a spreadsheet like this, so we can just take a look how things happen over 100 times. Please, if you are interested in helping me out, I'm trying to get this to 1,000 simulations. Please do message me. I can send you this save file over, so you have the exact same current abilities, etc. As me as it starts off. But please, if you do have any time to spare, even if you can only do 1 simulation, do reach out to me on Twitter and just let me know, and it will help out massively as well. So if you enjoyed this little simulation, this little Football Manager Predicts, please do like this video. If you are new here, please do subscribe as well. I hope you do enjoy some of the content I've got going on as well. We have Tunes Travels, which is my main series on here. There's been a break in terms of videos recently, for one reason or another. I'm not going to get into it, but I have still been playing that offline, so hopefully I can bring that back to you at some point in the near future, and give you updates on what's happening there. We've got the Battle of the Bosses series going off as well. That is returning very, very shortly, and we have Salford going on, which is our 5-year Battle of the Bosses, and Norwich is due to come out shortly. So what this is Elmo and I, the same save file, exact same team, 1 season, see who's best. That's simple. We've done a few already. There's a playlist on the channel as well, so if you want to check them out, please do check them out. And if you're a Football Manager content creator and want to take part in this as well, in terms of the Battle of the Bosses, get in touch and we can get you in for some of these series as well. And then of course the Puppet vs Fish, which I mentioned earlier on in the video, the Twitch save, are being broken down into episodes that are going up on here, and the full streams are also being uploaded on here, so check them out as well. But just finally, thanks once again to Mozza Plays for putting this database together. I can't imagine it was very easy. Must have taken a lot of work. So do please go and show Mozza all the love as well. Thank you for putting this out. Go and follow him on Twitch and Twitter. Go and subscribe to this in the database. Play along yourself. Let me know who you take over and how you get on in the World Cup. As for me, I've been Tuna, and I'll see you in the next time. Bye bye.